I'm Dory, and today I'll be answering a question from Lion. Lion would like to know, what would happen if the stations in space break? Well, Lion, the answer to this question depends a lot on what breaks and how badly it is broken. Over the past 20 years, crew members on the International Space Station have needed to fix a variety of things. In January 2004, there was a small air leak in one of the modules that was traced back to a vacuum jumper hose. The two crew members on board found and repaired the leak. The electron oxygen generator broke that year and the following year. Fortunately, the crew had enough oxygen on board to be safe. The electron generator leaked potassium hydroxide in 2006, which required charcoal air filters to remove the gas. In 2007, a computer system failed in one of the modules, which disabled thrusters, oxygen generators, carbon dioxide scrubbing, and other systems, so that the station's temperature increased. As before, the crew members were able to get things back online and remove the condensation inside of the electrical connectors that short-circuited the computers. They also completed spacewalks that year to repair a hole in a solar array. I could keep going, but the pattern stays the same. Whether we are looking at extra vibrations, broken components, or various types of leaks, the problems are usually fixed very quickly. When you have some of the best scientists and engineers in the world available to fix problems, broken space stations don't stay that way for long. But let's say something does go catastrophically wrong. Then what? First, any crew members on board would follow protocols to bring everyone safely back to Earth. Assuming that they aren't damaged, they would use one of the Soyuz capsules, which are always attached to the station. Otherwise, the crew members would work with people on the ground to get another ride home. Once the people are okay, the space agencies would need to assess the damage. Any smaller pieces that separate from the main station would end up as additional space junk. These pieces, along with the other 1 million known objects longer than 1 millimeter, have the potential to impact working satellites or other stations if they collide. Depending on how far away these pieces are, they will eventually be pulled back to Earth by its gravity. As for larger pieces, chances are space agencies like NASA will decide how they want to deal with any unusable space stations. The first decision would be to choose between repairing or decommissioning. A newer space station may be worth fixing, while older models wouldn't be. The ISS has been in orbit so long that space agencies are already planning to decommission it by 2031. The most common options for decommissioning are A. Push the pieces farther out into space, B. Sell parts that private companies might want, or C. Do a controlled deorbit. NASA is already looking at these possibilities for the ISS. Option A is very unlikely, as the amount of fuel needed to push something the size of a football field to a distance that would be safe is ridiculously expensive. Likewise, option B may work if private companies pay to retrieve the parts, but would they really want to? While an old space station may have historical and sentimental value, we are also talking about technology from the 1990s and early 2000s. Tech that old probably won't be worth repairing or adding to a new station. The best option so far seems to be C, controlled deorbiting. This process would use less fuel and allow the smaller parts of the broken space station to vaporize in the atmosphere, while the rest crashes into a remote area of the Pacific Ocean known as Point Nemo. Thanks for watching this episode of Ask Starbase, and a special thank you to Lion for asking this question. If you have a STEM question, please email it to ask@starbase-ct.com, or you can submit it through our website, starbase-ct.com. Stay safe and be well. Bye!